still got weird smudges on your safety glasses. Oh, those are different ones.
Yeah, there's something a little different about them, but there's something going on. I don't know what. The ones I use when I cut. These are the ones I just like to use.
I know. Definitely prefer them.
Well, we're back. And I got a mess, but we'll get to that shortly. So.
You made a mess?
What am I doing? Well, I know I got to do the water pump and a few things on here on the front. But I'd like to put the starter in and see if this thing, even with the jump box, just fires up. Would be kind of nice.
That would be cool.
I kind of want to get my gas pedal in. I want to do some seat mounts. Sort of tie things up. I'm still on the fence with the whole radiator in the front thing.
Really?
Well, so this is what I'm going to do. See, I have the hood and I'm mixed on the hood, but if a guy puts the rad in the front, it would look better in the back, but I really don't think it matters much for what this thing is. Just like overthinking this. Because I'm building it in my head, I'm sort of building it as though I'm going to be driving it down the road, and I'm not.
Which you're not.
So, thing is, it looks really cool right now. But as soon as you put a rad in front of it, it's not so cool anymore.
Oh, yeah, not so much. Kind of ew.
So the rad makes sense now.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of transmission lines I got to deal with and stuff here.
Down there, yeah.
And this thing I got to trim out, and then I'm going to make a mount for it, but because it's a lot of this horn actually is going to get cut off.
Okay.
I call it a horn. People keep asking. This is actually from a light, like a street light.
What?
These are the light poles
No.
from that sit on the street.
No kidding. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so that's why some folks are asking, what is that? That's what it is.
Pretty cool.
So I think this thing's like from Ryder's truck. And I'm gonna do it a little weird, but I wanna go under here. Well, I did it on my other truck, but this one I'm not worried about it pinching the hose. It's not that big of a deal. I think we'll be fine.
Think so?
Yeah, I gotta keep it a little low just because of all the hood bits. But I gotta chop a little bit out of it.
Slice and dice. Right, Pablo? You had your supper?
Now he's just scouting out.
Yeah.
Right, Doug? You're just scouting now. All right. Oh, that's tight. Oh, and I've just been making a mess everywhere I've been walking here.
Get you dribbling all over the place.
Continue doing that.
Ew.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Gee, my knee, there's a lot in there.
There's a little something in there.
All right, I'm gonna hurry. Get these out of the way. Well, those two are the tranny lines, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, like a glove.
Look at that.
Like a glove.
Mint.
I gotta make up a mount. I wonder if I have a bunch of hoses.
Of course you do.
I have way more in the shed too, but.
Really?
These are the ones that are convenient and beside a feller. Oh. This is what I found was neat. I guess those newer Jeeps when the kid wrecks it has the hose up on top, which is kind of convenient when, well, maybe it's not, now that I look at it.
Not what you thought?
No, it's kind of pre-made. I guess if a feller had to replace this, you'd have to replace the hose comes with this. Nice design, cheapers. That's probably why I cut the hose. Anyways, let's see if we have a few bits that fit.
Usable bits.
Yeah, I'll cut something on the table later, a bracket to hold this. I just wonder if I have hoses that go from there to there with my wonderful selection. Look at that.
How about that?
Not bad. Gotta shorten it, I think, but I think that one's the best.
Let's take a little bit off the end.
Yeah, unless it works better this way. I kind of want it pretty snug, but not hitting anything.
Right.
And this one still looks like it'll work. I'll just do something over there. I think it's got to go up a little bit because I'm gonna pinchy pinch, but I do know I'm gonna have to limit this travel. Oh, if I can get that on there.
That'd be kind of sweet.
Look at this. Okay, this has got to go up. Actually, this has got to go up anyways. I'll have to recut this, but I think I got the hoses figured out.
That was easy.
Hey, Pop. Mint. Yeah, this is... I like it, but it's a little too low.
You think so?
Yeah, well, this hose should be higher because the filler, well, it would work, but...
Oh, I see what you mean.
See my hood and everything? It'd be just
Yeah.
nice. Things are up a little higher. Not a biggie.
Let's take a look here, yeah.
What's we gonna do? Just to do the basic fire up, although I'm gonna have to loop these transmission lines. That's not too bad. See, these are gonna make a mess.
Uh-huh.
Because they're gonna wanna squirt only everywhere. I don't know what side that rad does we're on. Far side. How do I go about this? How do I go about for a temporary fire up? Because I don't know that I'm going to go all the way. I just want to hear it run. As uber loud as it's going to be. Screwdriver.
It's not going to be quiet.
This thing's going to... They're too dang long anyways, so we'll have to... I'll either reflare this or something. Or it won't reach and I'm going to reuse this thing.
Yeah.
I'll bet money. Whoever did this didn't flare it anyways.
You don't think?
No.
Oh, that's not flared.
Hence the double, whatever you call it, the double line.
Yeah.
I mean, well, maybe. I'm just trying to think in my head. Am I actually just there already? You know, we won't do this. We'll work on this. I mean, if I'm going to fire it, I may as well have coolant in it.
Yes.
Gas pedal. Man, that's almost telling me we're almost done.
I mean, you're not that far away.
We have a little bit of finesse in the front. I'm like, yeah.
Considering what level of doneness you intend for this thing.
I just got to see if I have, for some reason, I'm thinking I have a gas pedal in here.
You just want to go for a ride, eh, Pablo?
I keep some random garbage in here. Yeah, it's going to be pretty safe because of my Fandango drive shaft loop that I put in there.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
All right, so I got a gas pedal, but I don't have a cable. I have those in the shed, but I don't feel like going there tonight for that.
Okay.
We got to do seat brackets, so we got to cut those. I guess, man, do I even have starter? I'm just missing so much stuff.
Are you now?
Yeah. I have it, it's just not here. Well, some of it.
It's not at your fingertips.
Starter bolts might be an issue. This thing I don't have a gasket, but I think a little silicone will work fine for that.
Perfect.
Yeah, it won't get too shabby. Now that I think about it. Actually, these are going to be the hardest bolts to put in. And I got to use the pulley that's like out. You're going to have to... Oh, it's just silly.
What's the matter?
This. If I had an electric water pump, and I think I said that before, I wouldn't be putting an alternator, nothing on it for what this thing is.
No.
Just a fresh battery and go.
And away we go.
Yeah, then I'd need no belts, no pulleys. It would just be this.
But that's not
That's not what I have, so. Therefore, somehow, like I think I can slip a belt through there.
You have?
Well, I have belts. I don't know if I have the right one. I had to just see how much I hate my life here when I try to do this. For not taking the little bit of extra time to try to be different if my accessories all, nah, this is gonna work. This is dumb, but it's gonna work. Yeah, see? It's a little tight.
A little bit.
Maybe I move my brake line and put it on top of the cross member.
Pablo, you're pushing again.
See, then it works just fine. So we're good. It's like a modern car. I'm just gonna clean some of that off and
Hey, puppy. Just need some pets? Always.
it's not the good way to do this, but people would say this thing's, I'm using one of those rough pads.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it works well, and it does work well, but apparently it makes things rough.
Oh.
Not good for the surface, I guess.
Kind of handy, though.
Yeah, there's one you can get that apparently has fingers on it, so it's not abrasive.
Oh,
It's kind of like sandpaper, but
yeah.
to me it's softer, but it's still sandpaper, really. I just need my little bit. Oh,
Where do you
it's over
think,
here.
Pablo? We'll be going for a ride pretty soon.
A little bit of
Just a few more days.
gasket maker. Doesn't work as good as it should, but because I let it sit for a little bit here.
Yeah.
I mean, technically it's a gasket maker. I got too much on it.
Like too much is better than not enough.
Not always. Not
Oh.
in this case.
Okay.
Because it'll goop up in places you don't want it to goop up.
Oh, okay. Then you'll have some bumps in there.
Need a little water. I gotta let that sit.
Okay.
I don't think I have starter bolts. I think the starter was over here. Had all this set up for Rolly's car, and then now I'm stealing the motor and everything.
When you say stealing,
Well, I guess it was mine to start with, but we were gonna just use it on this car. We have other motors.
you're just taking it back.
This was just convenient. It was close.
You need it before he needs it, so.
Yeah, I wish I had. I need actual starter bolts. Unfortunately, I don't have. I had a whole bunch of them. A big stack of them. So these will work, but these are not the right bolts.
starter plugs here.
These are definitely not right.
No.
Right. I'm gonna have to find them. I think I can use these, but this starter won't be aligned right. Like if that goes, oh, that's not bad. I think I need longer though. I don't know, there's something about a starter bolt that's different than a regular bolt. Whether that thing anchors far enough in. There's a little bit of dead spot in the head usually. I feel these are too long. This might work in a pinch. I don't think these are right.
No.
Rip up. To at least start it up, it'll be fine. And of course, in typical fashion, once it starts, I won't actually look at it till it's broken, but. If these bolts will work. I think for some reason the starter bolt has like a weird little shoulder. I don't know if it digs into here or what. I don't know. Something about, oh yeah, these feel a little too long. Maybe it's just the length of them? I don't really know. Now I'm questioning why a starter bolt's so different. There's got to be something to it. Wowzer. Why is that happening? Oh yeah, that's way too long. I feel that one somehow. Oh, it is bent. Look at that.
Oh.
What's that in the bin?
What the heck?
Well, maybe it doesn't matter in the different situation. I just need to get two different bolts here. So I either have too long or I have, we'll see. We'll see if this one goes.
Let's try this again.
Yeah. We know the starter, I think this one worked. This was on that Chevelle that was in here. Richard Chevelle.
Oh yeah, okay.
We have the buckets outside, but I don't think they're gonna work. But I have a funny feeling when Ryder sees those. Well, he probably did see them, but I bet you he's gonna be pretty interested in trying to put those in his truck. I don't know what happened. It's like the dipstick tube leaks. Like it is just so aggressive. Transmission leak. Well, I don't know. I guess that'll work. These, I'll probably finesse them a little different to get to that side of the alternator.
Okay.
Not alternator, radiator.
Radiator.
I gotta get this beam out too. This was a temporary thing.
Yeah.
I think I have the right tool for that. See my, oh good. Well, it's loose. Needs a little.
Don't need it anymore.
I have these sweet wrench hammer combos work really well. All right. Well then, that means, what do I got to do right now? Well, I got to wait for that gasket to dry.
Yeah. How long does that take?
It's supposed to be, I don't know. I don't think it has to be that long. I should read it. Actually, it's super funny. So you know that black silicone?
Yeah.
We always use it for gasket.
Yep.
It says silicone, like gasket maker or something on it, but it says not to be used to make gaskets.
What?
Yeah, Matt was reading.
What?
I was like, what the heck is that about? That's why we got the orange.
What?
Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put that back together. I'm gonna probably spark up the fast cut there. We're gonna do some seat brackets quick. Rad bracket. What else are we gonna do? Rad. Seats.
Brackets.
I guess we have I gotta figure a battery out too yet.
Oh yeah.
Where I'm gonna put that. I kind of want to do it because the way this thing's gonna be is just for most of its life is gonna be just art, but it's drivable, so you know whatever.
Oh, it will be driven around the yard.
We'll do some tours and stuff, but kind of what I want to do is just use a boat tank, and I guess I could do the battery mount like here, because I want to be able to take it out. And same with the boat tank. The boat tank I always use for my runs.
Yes.
That way I won't have like junky fuel in here. It'll always
Right.
kind of have some fresh fuel.
Yeah.
So I got to figure that out. So yeah, we got to do that. What do you think of my swanky drive shaft cover?
It's pretty custom.
Should be painting it like a barber pole. Would be pretty awesome.
That's pretty custom right there. I like it.
With the floor nicely up. Never done that, so I think that's fun. Not something I would do on a driver, but
No, but like for your yard rod or art rod or whatever, yard donkey, she's fine.
and I gotta find 3 bolts for this to take these weird metric things, so I gotta figure that out. And try to put them in there. Mm-hmm. Hey, pup. All right, maybe we'll just start these. He's
very interested.
Is he?
Yeah.
Or you just want to go inside because there's 2 of us here.
Oh, maybe.
That means there's somebody to follow. I'm not going to tighten it yet. Just want it to sit in its place. You know, some folks, a couple buddies of mine have like, I got an electric water pump. And I'm like, man, it's tempting. Mm-hmm. But then it's not, other than the spring, that's okay. I got that one.
Right.
The other one would just be, I don't know why. Technically that it wasn't garbage I had. The spring I just didn't have, so.
You're just really sticking to that.
Yeah. I don't know why. Does it matter? No. All right, we're gonna just let that settle. I'm gonna put some P-clamps on there, but you gotta hit the plasma table and start drawing up some stuff. Mm-hmm. So
okay,
we're gonna hit that up, and I don't know, probably gonna do all that, find a battery box, battery tray. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Getting closer.
My goal is to fire it up. I just feel I may as well, instead of trying to just jibby rig it, we may as well just hook the stuff up and be done.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I think I have some gauges. I don't really care for the most part. Oil pressure, I guess, is good. I don't know why that doesn't bother me. Probably because the motor that's eventually going to go in it won't matter. Well, I have oil and water temp. Water temp is probably more so that I actually would care about.
That's kind of important, yeah.
That one. So another oil. Oh, there's a bolt. Not that that matters, but I guess I could complete this set. Oh, look at that, eh?
Wow.
Swanky. Now we can stick a full triple gauge setup in there. Except I have no kit for my oil gauge. Well, I have the little things. That's great. Cool. Okay. Well,
right.
Let's hit the table. Well, okay, I'm going to start cutting some stuff up. So, yeah, let's cut some stuff. All right, here's what I did tonight. I didn't take you along for the magical ride of electrical, but I quickly, well, I don't have a thing for the oil gauge, but we hooked up the water temp, so we kind of did this. This is where our gauges are going to be. I wired up a key. Oh, I got to do the coil yet. This is going to be the coil wire. It's pretty easy. Everything's just straight through the firewall. So we got our basic key. This is going to be a light for the charging system. I'm thinking I got it right. I'm going to have like key power go through the bulb. The bulb's going to go to the alternator, and it should charge it up, or tell it to charge. And if that fails, it's no big deal. You just rev up these GMs and they'll just start charging by themselves anyways. So that said, what do we do? This is by no means the right way to do it, because if stuff fails, I'm never gonna have a battery hooked up when I'm not using it, so I'm not worried, but there's like no fuses in the system. But it's just super simple. We're running one wire to do this. This is gonna go to that light bulb, so when the key's on, that light bulb, technically, if I understand it right, that light bulb should turn on, and then when this thing charges, it should just boop, dim out. When the bulb comes on, that means the alternator's not working. But I have a volt gauge that'll tell me that anyways. Anyways, we did that. I did the old piggyback the stud over to here. This goes whoop, down to the starter. Starter, I'm going up along with the start wire is going up to my key. And that's the whole extent of my system. A GM is pretty much that simple. Actually, I got to see, did I get that wire up enough? No. I got to hook up my coil wire here yet. Anyways, with that said, I got to get some battery cable. I got to go look around. I think I have some. I'm hoping I have some long enough that I can go like whoop, to the back. But for what this truck is, I don't know. I'm going to see. I don't know. I don't really expect having passengers in here. Nah, I don't think I want to put the battery in here. There's not really that much room to put the battery. I guess you could make a box right there. Then I only need really short cables, but I don't want to, nah. We'll go look. I'm pretty sure I have some longer cables still in one of the sheds back there. And what we'll do is we'll make a simple bracket and we'll mount the battery here, just somewhere I can easily yoink it out. I'd like to yoink that out, and I'd like to have a boat tank or something that I can yoink, because we can just use the boat connector to undo it, and it would be that simple. All right, well, I think that's all I feel like doing tonight, so I feel I did pretty good. But tomorrow we are gonna hit we're gonna do the rad bracket, do all that stuff. I'm gonna I got the water pump bolted up. I'm actually thinking of mounting my rad a little bit further, and I'm actually gonna put a spacer. I'm gonna run a mechanical fan. Why not? Less things that go wrong. Okay, anyways, tomorrow we hit it again and fire this sucker up. Well, we're back in the shed today. First thing. Oh, look at this. How convenient is that? We have, that looks like a top, but that might make a good bottom. We have some random battery trays, so this is kind of convenient. Okay, I'm going to use this one because essentially I can use it as a bottom. It'll work. Ooh, and a throttle cable. We need that. Okay. So yeah, we're just gathering up a few loose ends here. So we got throttle, battery tray, and I'm just trying to find a really long battery cable. I really have to go through this and organize this a little better here, but I need to try to get from the front of the truck to the back. It's kind of my goal. That is not a battery cable. For some reason, I feel there was a long cable in here. I think that's like stereo cable. What's this one? No, this is like a crossover. Alright. Whoop. I don't even know what that is. That looks sort of, I would have thought that's kind of LS like. Alright. I'm going to dig around here. I'm going to find that. I'm going to try to find the bolts that I needed for the front pulley, because I don't have that. I only have the center bolt. And I'm sure I have some around here somewhere. Oh, we've got pulleys right there. Look at that. But, oh, look at this. Starter bolts. Well, I'll be dang, eh? I guess we can swap those out. I'll bring that, because that's more use. Oh, look at this. More pulleys. I wonder if there's bolts in there. Alright, like I said, I'm going to dig around, find what I need. So I got to do this, and then I want a fan. And the fans I know were in the other shed. So I'm going to go dig around over there, grab a fan, and the few loose parts that we need here to fire this thing up. Well, we have done pretty good here. So I got the rad mounted. So you can see why with the rad. Now this thing's pretty ugly on the front. I'm hoping the hood still fits because I put a fan on it, and that's basically what's making the mounting where it's got to go, because the fan has to clear. If it has to be, well, we started off, I had to make a custom dealio there because we needed to get a little more distance. I guess for what it's worth, I could probably just cut these. Not a big deal. As far as to lower it, if I had to lower it, but for now, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the hood. I think it's going to be close, or it won't fit at all, but it also makes the front of the truck like super ugly now. Now it's just meh. I don't think I can put a shell on it. That just doesn't look right to me. Anyways, what do we all do? So we got the hoses on, our belts, our pulleys. The rad is in, that is mounted down there. We ran battery line, we ran fuel line. I don't know, I gotta go find a tank yet. And I need to get some fittings because I do want to be able to take it in and out. So I'm gonna make a mount for I'm gonna run a boat tank, that's the idea. Right now I'm trying to keep this flush. I don't know what I'm putting here, but we're doing pretty good clearing out my scrap steel. So I'm kind of getting low on some of it, but we still had a little bit. We made a bracket. We got our battery mount. I got to find a battery yet. And I may put these bump stops in because I kind of want to limit the travel of this thing to just almost nothing, but it'll have a little bit. I feel if I kind of put those in, that gives me, you know, between that and the bump stop, maybe like 2 inches. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't really want things to do. It's not a very good articulating system. If it can absorb little bumps, I'd be okay with that. Same with the front. It's a little on the tight with the pulley, so we might hear some rubbage. I did get the gas pedal in, so that is working. So we're pretty much ready to try to fire this up. I just got to find a battery, and well, I got to still plumb that part, but I think I'm just going to squirt some fuel down there and just see if it goes. But like even so have to do seat brackets, we got to do this whole hood and front end thing, possibly still work with the exhaust, I don't know. But let me rummage around, steal the battery out of something, and I'll be right back. I think I parked the tall T for the winter, so I might go over there, steal that battery before it just goes bad sitting in the car, because it seems to be my MO. Everything goes bad the longer it sits. Is there anything else out there? The tall T, my Model A. I put something else in there. Oh, my Roadster. That one, the batteries already went bad in, so we got to get a new battery for that car. Okay, well, we'll be right back. All right. Well, here's how we're doing it. I'm not putting fuel in here, but I'm gonna just fill the bowl with a bunch of fuel. Well, that should be good to fire it. All right. Watch out, buddy. It's gonna be loud. All right. Well, let's see if we got, give her a couple pumps. That doesn't look like it works, so. Actually, that's not too bad. Come on. Let's give her all the fuel. Gotta run a little longer than that. All right. Oh, I guess I can see if my volt gauge works. No seat. Should be good. Hope it runs a little longer. No, it's louder. As long as I'm not revving, it's not bad.
That was so awesome. She's definitely not like a quiet.
Well, I knew that.
It's not as loud as I expected.
No,
though.
I mean, if you're giving her beans, yeah, it's a little on the loud side, but.
I'm so excited.
I have most of the things tied up. I got to see if the hood still fits.
Right.
I might have to move the rad and cut some fan blades.
Yes.
I got something with my electricals wrong because my volt gauge doesn't work. Or did
Right.
did I not just ground it? Oh, maybe I just didn't ground it. I wonder. Is that all? Oh yeah, that's all I did wrong.
Easy peasy. Works.
Perfect. Well, that's easy.
Right on. you need a seat in there though.
Well, I got to make seat brackets. I got to see if the hood fits. I want to build a fuel tank yet. Like not a fuel tank, but like I say, I just want to use a boat tank because it'll be parked a lot of the time, so the fuel is just going to go bad. So I'd rather take it out, put fresh in.
You just need somewhere to like set it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, the battery mount's okay. I don't know why in my head I wanted it flush here. Not that I'm putting anything on it, but I think it'll be fine though.
Just the way it looks aesthetically or whatever.
And maybe my fuel tank will have to go higher anyway, so not too worried. This thing kind of, the battery tray ended up being bigger. I just found it in the shed.
You had it already?
Yeah.
Cool.
Got a few bump stops. Yeah. We're almost done. We're
Like
stretched.
you're so close.
I think the next one we're gonna finish her up in the next video.
How's your budget?
I'm still at 0. Well,
Yay.
like I say, I probably bought stuff at one point, but because like the fuel line, like I bought that, but I had it. I didn't have to go out and buy anything. Let's
But
put it
specifically for this project, you have not spent anything.
No.
Like
There's things that look like they're new and they were bought, but I never used them for anything. So
they're just stuff you had in stock.
yeah. And then yeah. All right.
So cool.
Cool, man. Well, so on that note, next round we should be hopefully trying to do a burnout and whatever else. So as always, folks, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.
Bye.